Hey Johnny, did you ever wonder about that bright red star in the night sky?
No, not really.
Great! That star isn't really a star at all. It's a planet. The planet Mars.
Okay.
Johnny, did you ever wonder about life on Mars? Were there living organisms on Mars in the past? Could there be things living on Mars right now?
No, not really.
Great! Scientists have wondered about life on Mars for a long time. Long ago, before we had powerful telescopes and orbiting spacecraft to take accurate imagery of Mars, scientists imagined that they saw a series of canals crossing Mars' surface and surmised that there was an advanced civilization of aliens living there. Once the Mariner spacecraft began flying by and orbiting Mars in the late 1960s and early 1970s, we learned the truth. Mars' surface is a vast desert, most likely devoid of life.
Okay, good. That's settled. Can I go now?
Not so fast, Johnny. There are still many questions about Mars' past and even its present that haven't been answered yet. Did Mars have vast oceans in its past? And could these oceans have hosted life? If so, where did all that water go? Is much of it still under Mars' surface? And could there be life, microscopic or otherwise, living there now? It is these questions that the last two Mars rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, set off to begin answering 6 years ago, and their big brother Curiosity is heading to Mars to continue gathering data about now. Spirit and Opportunity found evidence at both of their landing sites on opposite sides of Mars that vast amounts of surface water once existed in their planet's past. Curiosity will land with better, more powerful instruments that will be able to analyze and determine how different rocks and soils were formed based on their chemistry. Curiosity has two main cameras, a high-resolution camera mounted on its mast and a digital microscope mounted on its arm that can be used to look close up at anything interesting it comes across. It has a laser spectrometer system that will blast rocks in front of the rover and do a quick analysis of their makeup to see if it wants to do further investigation. Its arm has a drill and collection system that can pick up samples and deposit them in the rover's back, where it houses a mini chemistry lab, including an X-ray spectrometer, a mass spectrometer, and a gas chromatograph, which will be able to identify any organics if they exist. The whole thing is powered by a small nuclear reactor, almost identical to the ones that are still powering the Voyager craft 35 years after their launch.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
You bet, kiddo. Now it just needs to get there safely, and that's the most challenging part of the mission. The engineers who built Curiosity call the entry, descent, and landing sequence the 7 minutes of terror. The spacecraft will enter the atmosphere and slow itself down with atmospheric drag, shedding its heat shield once it's moving slowly enough. Next, a parachute will slow it down further, but not enough for it to land. It will eject the chute and engage landing thrusters, bringing the rover almost to the surface. Finally, the landing craft will lower the rover with a crane system, cut the cables once it reaches the surface, and then fly safely away from the rover. The rover systems will wake up and get right to work.
That's all amazing and just a little crazy. When did you say this is all going to happen?
On the night of August 5th or the morning of August 6th, depending on where you live. You'll have to tune in to NASA TV to watch the action live. Then check out the Curiosity website at JPL to follow the rover's progress and learn Mars' history and present along with project scientists.
Okay, I will.